What's up, guys? I'm going to be doing a Robin X listener videos. I'm probably going to take a break of gotcha videos because I literally have no ideas. But I'm not quitting gotcha. I'm just like taking a break from it. You know? Yeah. So I found a new way to do this because my Kind Master I can't freaking crop the pictures. But yeah, let's get into the video. So, listener is walking down the hallway in the school area, and these bullies, Moose, kept picking at her. Yeah, listener is you, literally. So, Moose keeps picking at you, and then you get upset. So, you like, okay, I'm sick of you. You know what? Meet me out the side of the school. We're gonna fight. Like, we're gonna freaking fight. Yeah. So y'all start fighting, you start beating his butt because, you're that girl. You're that dude or girl slash girl. You're that person. You're special in a good way. So, like, you beat him up real good, and then, like, you think he's surrendering because he's sad, and you turn around and he jumps you. Basically, like, he kicks you, and then you fall, and then he starts beating you. Like, you like, ah, what the heck? You like, what happened? And then like he hits you so hard that you kind of like zone out for a second, but then you like hear like grunting, and not those kind of grunting, dirty-minded people. Like, we're like, ow, ow, ugh, like that. And can you guess who it is? Who's coming to help you? And you start hearing footsteps walking your way, and then you kind of get like shivering because you think it's Moose. Then like it's Robin, and then Robin says, "Hey, you okay? You took kind of good hits there, you know." And then you're like, um, yeah, I'm fine. Got it. I said, my hero's coming to save me. But, you didn't say that because you're that cool girl. You're that cool slash man. Whatever. So you get up, you dust your stuff off and stuff, and like, Robin says, "Are you okay? You good? You took a couple of hits there," like I said. And she said, and you dust your stuff off. You say, "Yeah, I'm good." You're about to walk away until he grabs your freaking arm and says, "You sure you're okay? You look really bruised up." Then you're like kind of blushing because like you're simping because you're a girl, if you are. But yeah, she's like, "Okay, I'm good," and then you walk away. But then Robin like sneaks you into the nurse's office and steals some stuff to patch you up. When he's patching you up, like, it kind of stings. It's gonna sting because he's using the rubbing alcohol on your leg. And then like he's like, "You can hold onto my arm if it hurts, because you might you lose balance a little bit." And you say, "Okay." And then when you're like, "Oh, he got some muscles in his arm right here," but you don't say that because you're like, you try to kind of be cool with it. So after he's done patching you up and stuff, he just like talks to you. You're answering the basic answer, like, yeah, and no, not really, like stuff like that. They just keep on. He just keep talking to you, and then you're like, okay, I gotta make him simp. In your head, you're like, okay, I gotta make him simp for me, so then I can start simping. And then you get into another fight with one of Mrs. Friends, messed up hairline friends. And then like they kind of like get a few hits on you. You get a bunch of hits on them, and Robin like, "Bro, chillax. This is the girl." And he's like, "No, Robin, it's fine. I can beat their butt." I would say the other words, but I can't right now. We'll beat them anytime. And you say, "Okay, I'm gonna just watch," and you say, "Okay." So you start fighting. You get a good few hits on them. They on the ground. They're telling you to stop, and you're like, "Okay." And that has to do what Moose did, like try to backstab or something like that, try to get you like to fall down or something, and then they can beat you. And then you're like, "What did I left this at?" Yeah, you're like, yeah, get into the fight and stuff, and then you're like getting him up and stuff. And Robin like, "Okay, calm down. You're getting hurt a little bit too much." And then he starts patching you up again. Like, he put an eye patch on your eyes because you had a bruise there, and he like kicks the out of them, kicks the out of them and stuff. Yeah. Then y'all walk home after school, and then I'm also good. Actually, just to let you know, I'm going to be making a sick ramen sometimes. I'm not good at Spanish, but I will try my best. Yeah, so they walk out of school. Robin asks you, listener, do you want to go to my house after later? And you're like, sure, sure, sure. I don't see a problem. You could go now if you want to. And he's like, okay, cool. Let's just go upstairs now, I guess. So when y'all get in his room, y'all like reading a book and stuff. When this is when y'all start like, okay, you'll see. So like reading a book, you're watching a movie, you get tired and stuff like that. Then Robin, like, you kind of lean on his shoulder slash his chest, and he like looks at you like he's like literally turning red as a tomato right now. He's turning red as a tomato, and he's like, "Oh heck, what do I do? I wake her up or leave her?" I'm like, "I don't want to ruin." He's like, "I don't want to ruin the mood, so I'm just let her sleep." So in the morning, he tells you what happened, and you're like so embarrassed, and you're like, oh, and you're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I did not mean to, I just got really tired. And then he's like, no, 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 it's fine. I fall asleep sometimes too in movies. And then you're like, no, 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 I know that, it's just that I don't, you don't fall asleep on someone's shoulder, right? He's like, sometimes yours when you don't pay attention. And then she's like, you start turning red as a tomato, and he's like, listen, are you good? You turning red a lot. And you're like, no, shut up, shut up, shut up. Let's go get some ice cream, okay? I'm gonna go get dressed and stuff. Y'all start your day. And then he's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna be waiting for you. So you get dressed, y'all go to the ice cream shop. And then, like, your ice cream gets all in your face, like on your cheek and your lip. And then Robin actually likes you. And he thinks the perfect time to, like, be romantic or flirty type. So he kisses the ice cream off your cheek, and then he wipes it off your lips because he like, okay, I don't want to be that kind of cheesy type. So you're like, your whole body literally turned red, and he's like, oh heck. I'm like, he's like, Robert's like, girl, you good? It's just ice cream. It's good. And I'm like, and you're like, yeah, 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 you wanna go to the park? And he's like, sure. And do what? You like, nothing, just probably should get on the swing. He's like, oh heck no, I'm not getting on no swing. Do I look like I'm 5? I am 13. Sorry, I got confused in real life in the movie. And then you're like, okay, you adults get on the swing. He said, I'm not an adult and I'm not 5. Let's just sit on that thing and talk. And you're like, fine, party pooper. And he's about to like, hey, he goes like, hey, I'm not a party pooper. Don't like looking like I'm 5. You're like, yeah, whatever. So you're just talking about random stuff. And yeah, you just talk about random stuff, and then these bullies show up at the park, and Robin's like, oh my god, I'm not fighting. So you're like, Robin, calm down. Just walk away and do her own thing. So y'all get up and start walking away, and then the bully's like, hey, where y'all think y'all going, and why y'all at my park? And then Robin gets real off. He gets real off and stuff. He's like, first of all, this is a public park, and you don't belong here because your name's not on it. Literally, it says listen in Robin, literally, on the sign right there. And they're like, shut up, I can be here if I want to. And y'all need to leave. And Robin's like, I'm not about to sit here and let him push us out the park. And they're like, they get into a fight again, like he always does in school. That he like beats his, yeah. So he's on the ground bleeding and stuff, and he like, come on, mi amor, let's just go home at my house, my place. And you're like, okay, because you don't know I know what it means, but some people, you don't know what that means. And you're like, okay, I'm not sure if it's just something inappropriate or romantic. All right, in Spanish, mi amor means my love. So yeah, I went back to his place, started watching a horror movie again, even though, you know, you like you're not a fan of horror movies and you jump like a lot and jump scares. And he looks at you and like teases you by laughing at you a little bit, like doing a little yeah, and you're like, shut up, it's scary. It's not even that scary. And then he's like teasing you, a jump scare coming, he like flinches a little bit, and then you're like, ha, it's that scary, huh? He's like, shut up, just shut up, listener. So when the movie ends, I'll kind of like go to sleep. And yeah, this is the end because I'm lazy as heck. So I'm gonna make the sick Robin later. Yeah, or tomorrow, I don't know. But bye, my viewers.